Hey there, Macy. This is going to be a video analysis for your box squats here. First thing I want to say, I'm really happy to see you're moving that much weight. I know that box squats was one that was pretty tough for you mentally, and so I'm really happy to see you're doing that. So just looking out here, you got a really good initial step out. Oop. So here you're locked onto the bar. It's firm and solid over your shoulders. Got a good bracing breath. Standing up straight. You got that hip drive, fantastic. Nice tall. Then take your controlled step outs, 1, 2, and then settle. There we go. I'd love to see a tiny little pause there so you can really lock in your tension before you go there, just like you do on your trap bar. Then we have the descent, box tap, and we get a couple of adjustments here. I think you weren't quite sure about your distance. There we go. Okay, now we're really locked in on that one. So on a couple of those, here going backwards, before you adjusted, let's take a look at your heels. Okay, there you adjusted, and there we see. Nope, those ones are pretty good. There was just one that I saw. There it is, there it is. Okay, so you can see pretty clearly on this next one here, right here, that when you go down, that your heels are rising, okay? Knee cave is really good. You can see a teeny tiny bit there, but then after you adjust your stance, it goes away. So just to address that ankle mobility there. So when we do your squat, okay, when we want to think of your foot here, see, we got your heel and then your toe box. Okay, so think of there being a tripod on your foot where we have the ball and toe, the blade, and then the heel. And each of those points on your foot share the same amount of pressure into the ascent, okay? So just watch here. Your heels are rising just a bit once you step those down. There, just a little bit of uneven weight shift. So I think that if you can just think on really powering that heel and into the ground, and then once again to draw your little foot here. The knee cave, so if this is your right knee, your knee tends to cave this way. So if we can create more tension here and more tension here, then have normal amount here, that will raise your arch and pull your knee into more alignment, in addition to having, the stronger middle glute muscle there that takes care of that. Really good. I really like your vertical alignment there. Camera angle makes it look a little crazy, but I think that you're very much in line over your toe, over your feet there. Maybe a little bit far forward. Very good. And I love your friend's commentary there. So fun. Last note on that is when we're doing your box squat. So we do a box squat as opposed to a freestanding squat for two reasons mainly. One, to keep the depth exactly the same every single time, which you're doing there because we've got that box. And two, to work on tempo and control there. So what we're doing is we're creating a stop so that between the eccentric phase here, where you have your muscles like your quads that are lengthening on this phase, on the downward phase, then we separate that with the concentric phase where we have your same muscles that are shortening there, and glutes are shortening, and that's what powers our squat. So separating those phases slightly just allows a little bit more control on both of those sides. Overall, really great squats. Just think about that foot placement, and definitely I'd encourage next time lowering that box.